All right, we are here at the Chinle Trailhead. We're gonna be climbing Mount Kinesava today. So, had a big storm last night, but it's a beautiful day today, not too hot. This hike's very exposed, so we figured we'll do it on a day that's not too hot out. So, you ready, boys?
Yeah!
All right, let's do this. One nice thing about being in the desert after it rains, man, does it smell good. What do you think, Gav? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kinesava's starting to show herself up there. Clouds are moving away. It's a perfect temperature outside right now. How you feeling, boys?
Good.
Think we're almost there?
No.
All right, we are at the point where we are going to leave the Chinle Trailhead. Or not the trailhead, the Chinle Trail. And then it's time for a bushwhack. All right, let's do it. So we're just following this fence here for a little bit. You can see a pretty well-worn path coming through so far. So we'll see how obvious it stays. We'll check back in at the next waypoint. So it's definitely hard to stay on trail in this brush. I mean, that's the ridge we're getting to here. We'll find our way there. You can navigate pretty good through this stuff. There's openings in between. So as long as you know what ridge you're getting to, you'll find your way there. So hopefully without too many thorns. So there's our first cairn there. That's helpful because coming through this stuff is a little bit confusing, but as long as you're heading the right direction, I guess that's a big rock that you can look for now. And that is a great backdrop with Eagle Crags you can see right there. That's also a great hike. Gav's up there checking out the cairn. So yeah, again, look for this big rock as your waypoint as you're making your way through the brush. Add into the cairn. Now you can see it even better. Thanks, Gav. All right, once you're on your first ridge here, the path's definitely more obvious coming through. Haven't seen another cairn yet, but haven't needed it. So some beautiful flowers blooming. So clouds are starting to move away from Kinesava. Hopefully it'll stay that way. We'll check in soon. Yes, at this point, you're just descending slightly into this little wash, and you can see these power lines running right here. So we're gonna get up to this ridge, it looks like, and then continue up. Definitely a leg burner coming up this ridge here. Boys are doing good though. I think once we get a little bit farther, views are gonna open up a little bit more, and we'll be on a bigger ridge before we get up. And so we definitely gained a lot of elevation here. So you can see this is what we came up. We started just past those houses down there, so starting to get some good views. Got a nice breeze. Let's do it. Ooh. This is steep.
Definitely a steep climb.
Yep, sandy, lots of loose rock. Not the most fun combo, but we're getting there. What do you think, boys, so far? You like these views?
Yeah. Awesome.
Worth climbing up this mess?
Yeah.
I think so. So when you're hiking with kids and you're doing something this hard, we like to play a game called I'm Thinking of an Animal. So someone thinks of an animal, you guess clues, they tell you yes or no.
It helps you forget about your legs burning.
Good stuff.
Really good holds. You're up here.
Pretty cool dead tree there. Super old tree. Wow. It's this final push up. Get around to the saddle. So just came up that. Pretty steep. Got some cairns again. Our views are getting better and better. It's actually snowing very, very lightly. Oh, brought a branch with you. All right, we're almost there. Not sure if we're on the correct route here, but we're getting up here somehow. Well, here is a little storm moving in. Not sure if we're gonna be unlucky here with our views, but we'll find out.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
The West Temple in all its glory. We're almost up to the top. The final push. Wow. Kinesava, baby. Kinesava. Wow. Wow. Epic. Absolutely epic. Clouds blocking us that way, but we get great views of that on the way up. I'm loving this view of West Temple right here. Well, that was a climb. That was a climb. Time to make some food. There's definitely some storm clouds all around. Seems like it's pushing away from us, but we'll see. Pretty epic though with those clouds. Looks cool. All right, I think that is the best view of West Temple that you could ever ask for. The boys were animals today.
Yeah.
You guys killed that. That was, 3,500 feet of elevation gain, and it was a tough climb, but well worth it. Don't recommend it for everybody, but what makes this hike so awesome is you do not see anybody. We haven't seen one person today. All the tourists are in the canyon, sitting in lines for shuttles, and we are just looking at a heavenly view. Unbelievable. Luckily it didn't storm on us yet. All right, we lucked out. The sun came back out, and my goodness, we climbed, I don't know if I'm pointing to the right spot. Oh, right over here. North Guardian Angel yesterday. That was pretty wild. Want to do South Guardian Angel one day. Look at that view of West Temple. What's up, Gav?
Crazy.
Storm clouds actually add some dramatic scenery for us too, but just absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend this hike if you're up for an off-trail scramble. Wow, there we go. Wow, petroglyphs everywhere. There's more over here. This is so cool. Especially when you see how remote this place is. The fact that these are way up here This makes it even more amazing. Don't touch, boys. Awesome. Yeah, so if you keep walking up, there's even more. You can see a little fainter, but they're there. Making our way down, nice and slow. All right, almost to the end here. Coming out, end to a beautiful day. It's hard to believe we were up past that. That's not Mount Kinesava, it looks like it, but up way past that. A lot of elevation gain, probably 3,600 or so by the time we're done. Boys did great. Almost back to the car. All right, so we're back to the car.
Go! Let's go!
8.5 miles, just under 3,600 feet of elevation gain. Took us just under 8 hours, and that was with a very, very lengthy stop at top. We really enjoyed the view and let the nice weather roll in. And Gunnar has a cactus in his head. Should we do a new take, or no? We'll just use that. So, signing off.
See ya. See ya. Oh, found it.